Hey y'all, what's up? Well, I've been trying to talk myself into doing this video for a while. Oh my goodness. This is, in a way, I didn't want to do it because, at least sometimes, my my thoughts and my theories and the way I think make sense a little bit to me. but, but, crap. This one, this video might be way out there. Even though I read some posts on Facebook where some people agree with me. I wouldn't say agree with me, but I agree with what they're saying a little bit. But I've been obsessed with the whole memory thing, and you know it. It's just like once I'm grab onto it, I just can't let go of it, and it's like the one thing that I couldn't figure out, and I want to say until now, but technically, anything I say can be completely wrong. I mean, that's the thing about anybody's view. They can be completely wrong. They go on what they feel, what they think, and stuff they find. And I like finding the dots, and I like to make the dots connect. But in a way, it's just you've got to take it for granted that maybe you could be right. Maybe you found something, and it makes you happy a little bit. Not really happy. That's just the wrong word. Yeah, satisfied with. No, because I'm never satisfied with what I find. Holy crap! See, I knew this was going to be hard. All right. All hypothetical, just my thoughts and theories. Something that I accept at the moment. Okay, is that maybe son of a bitch. I wish I was better with words. I know the people out there are really smart and they know how to use words. Me, I use the wrong words most of the time because I want to be able to paint a picture in your head of what I'm trying to say. So, here goes. I've come to accept that maybe I found why the Mandela Effect happened. But it's a stretch, and you have to picture it in your head as it happens and try to understand the way I explain it. Like most of my videos, probably. Okay, here goes. Let's say that this here, which one should we pick? Each one of these are reality. I've seen pictures where the planets are lined up, and I've seen the planets where they're in circles, and each one's a reality, right? I am going to use... Which looks better to you guys? Let's use this one, okay? Let's call it R1. ER1, Earth Reality 1, okay? That one right there. Okay. This is where the Mandela Effect came from, hypothetically. Okay? Alright. Now, what happened in this reality? Let's go back December of last year. Maybe November. Okay. What is the one thing that sticks out in your mind the most? I'd say the effect is off the table. This is basically the first steps of it, alright? Now, for me, the first thing I started hearing was the horns. I even heard them here in Michigan. I heard them for about 3 or 4 months off and on. Okay, just loud horns. I've known them. I've seen videos of people hearing them all over the place. So first you hear the horns. You heard them for a while. I haven't heard them within the last 2 or 3 months. I haven't heard them probably 4 months, maybe 5. But if you go on YouTube and look at the link for horns in the sky, you'll see a bunch of them. Right, come from all over the world. Now we have the horns. Now we all know about the chemtrails, the clouds, the long freaking lines of clouds. Okay, that's the second one. Okay, and now I was on YouTube and I was watching videos about people hearing about explosions rocking the foundations of people's houses. Loud explosions. They've called the cops, the fire department. They all got out there. Couldn't find nothing. No evidence of any destruction at all. Alright? I watched the video and I watched 3 other ones. And it's just a thought of hearing the explosions and it rocking the place and nothing happens. There's no damage anywhere. You have 3 different things happening. Okay? Alright. Let's just take the horns for instance. In this reality, what if they were sirens? The frequency could have changed from a siren sound to a horn sound. Okay? And the way this happened, 2 nations not getting along. One said something that they shouldn't have, and someone did something they shouldn't have done and pushed the button. Freaking nuclear war. In this reality. Okay? Now, the horns that we hear in this reality could have been the sirens in that reality. Now you have the chemtrails, right? What if the chemtrails were the path of the missile coming down? I know. It goes through space, I think, whatever, and then comes down. But what if... I don't know. What if they could have been the trail? Even though I think most of them are in space and they go off and they come down. I don't know. But what, somehow, if they were the trail, or the path the missile would have taken if it would have gone through the atmosphere all the way from going up and across and down. The reason I think the chemtrails are the path of the missile is because where I live at, okay, there is 2 cities, basically. Chicago is an hour and a half that way. South Bend is 45 minutes that way. Now, if there was a nuclear attack, they aim for big cities. All of my chemtrails that I've seen, and one day I've seen like 6, and they're all straight lines pointing towards Chicago. Every single one of them. The funny thing is, I was thinking about it. Remember that last video I think it was? Well, I told you the chemtrail was going through and there was like 2 circles in the middle? Maybe that was one of the missiles that got hit by one of our missiles. I know. It's just all hypothetical, you know? But if these chemtrails are a path to where the missiles went, has anybody ever tried following them to see where they actually go and see if they actually end anywhere? Mine went all the way towards Chicago and over the beach towards Chicago. Once in a while I see them zigzagging, but I think those are just basically just cloud formations. but the ones that are actually lines of chemtrails, they all went towards Chicago. How many of you out there actually try to find out where these chemtrails are actually going to? So, if your missiles were to be launched, we know Los Angeles, we know DC, Chicago, New York. What are the big cities where they try and strike at, or they go for the nuclear plants? Right now, I'm just going with big cities. Well, medium to big cities like New York. Alright, ones I named off. Okay. So then the bombs that we missed actually hit. Alright? Which would leave the explosion sounds. Now you're asking, why would those affect us in this reality? And this is basically what I am thinking. Okay? So if we start here, right? And with nuclear missiles hitting, let's just say it's hitting the ground or whatever and blowing the hell up, all that energy is released. A nuclear bomb going off as it hit the ground and saying boom, and the amount of energy released. Why wouldn't it tear the fabric of reality? Why wouldn't it either destroy the reality here, and now you have all this energy exploding all at once, and the fabric of it being torn to shreds, and all that energy being released into other realities? So basically, what I'm talking about here is a wave of energy affecting other realities. You know? Think of a tidal wave. Jeez. If this road is going up or going across, and let's say it was here, it would affect all of these probably, all of these, and all of those, even the ones around it. How far would it go? If it was right here and it just kept going around, how many realities would it affect? Ground zero is at least, crap, just a scale of the energy being released and ripping into their realities. This reality that it came from is probably gone. I'm thinking at least these two rows here are probably, if not gone, but yeah, I'm thinking they're probably gone. These are all probably, all these are probably gone too, because it all happened in a split second. And we're not talking one. We're probably talking dozens, maybe 2 dozens, whoever it was. Maybe we're talking like 4 or 5, 6 bombs. Even the nuclear capability of energy being released in that amount. And so, it's like, think of a flower unfolding, okay? And the energy just rippling out. Now we could be way over here, you know? We could be way over here. And from this here, or from here to here, there could be a thousand realities, right? Or more. I mean, there could be, there's no telling how many there could be, you know? Between these two spaces, there's no telling how much realities could be between there. So, with the destruction of all these realities, and maybe more, depends how fast the energy wave and how big it was. I'm thinking Oh man, it just would be like a balloon, just all of a sudden, woof, you know, and it just came down like a freaking wave. Okay, this is another way to look at it, and it just kept going out and kept getting bigger as it went out. You know, in all directions, like the whole dropping a rock in the pond and watching the waves go out. You know, now with us on this reality, okay, with all these people it destroyed, okay, and we as as the one, let's say it's one person, okay, as me, okay, and there's me at each one of these realities, okay, whatever memories I got, it rolled the wave in. It could have just came from the next reality. This one here, I really don't. I wish these markers were bigger. This one right here is where everybody may have gotten their memories from. It came this far, maybe, or it could have been here. And this consciousness, or these memories consciousness, I don't know what you want to call it, rode the wave all the way here. And the energy blew the fabric into our reality and seeped into it. Maybe we were far enough away that all we got is a little rip. Okay? Just a little rip, and this energy basically came to the person it was supposed to. Because each one of us is connected to ourselves in each of these realities. So it would have no other thing it could do except attach itself to the person you're connected with, the same you, in each reality. Yeah, I know. It's out there. I've been thinking about this for like a week now, how to explain this to make sense, and this probably doesn't help. You know, it just doesn't help. All I can say is it blew up here, and the wave of energy, I'm thinking a million high, million across maybe, it may have damaged a lot of these. I don't know if it would destroy, but the fabric was probably like ours, torn. And let's say the memories from this one went to this person here, the you here, and then the memories from you here went to here, and then the memories from you here went to me here, or you there. You know? Is this really that confusing? Tell me it's not. As long as two people understand what I'm saying, I'm good. And the reason that we got these memories is because they had no other place they could go except to where they used to be. Different person, you, but they were your memories on a different timeline. And it's more or less a magnet, and they were slammed into our brains. And since it is you, kinda, but a different kind of you, and once the subconscious and the new consciousness came together, it changes some of us. You know? I have no other way to explain it. I know I'm a little obsessed about the memory thing, but this is the only thing really kind of that made sense to me. Because we got the horns, the frequency changed through all these realities to where here it sounds like a horn. You know? But here, it could have been a siren. The same thing with the chemtrails. There's enough energy left over from there that seeped into ours, because we have so much energy from the effect. I mean, it's still a huge amount of energy. So maybe that energy is affecting stuff around here. It's like trying to tell people what happened, maybe, or and since we've gotten these memories that took over the old memories, and if we are still changing, and the ones who have changed all the way, this is where it gets bad. Okay, I will try to. Let's say this is you before you woke up. Okay, where can I go here? All right, this is you before you woke up. All right, and after you got the memories and they place themselves in your mind, you're over here. Okay, there's a way your mind worked when you were over here. Okay, now that we went over this before, now you're over here, and you have all these memories from this timeline, or this one, or the one in between here somewhere. Kind of, it does change people, though. And like I said, this is the bad part. So what if the way we think now, if memories change you, because your perspective of people, you can tell they're a little different, right? Some of your friends or family may be different because you perceive them as acting different. Because with new memories, your personality, energy, there's a huge amount of energy that was blown to pieces. And so many of you in each reality could have been destroyed. So now you have, let's say you have all this energy here, right? And more gather into it from each of you that was destroyed, right? So we're basically parts of different realities. That makes one memory that came and took over the memories you have from this reality. God, this is like, oh my God, trying to explain this crap in words. I just wish I was better at words. I mean, this doesn't make sense at all, does it? I tried. I really did. It's just all I want to say is the memories from the reality came here and placed themselves over the memories we have in this reality. And it was so much energy, plus the energy that the effect, I guess you could call it, had too. That's just a lot of frick energy. You know? It was basically slammed into our heads. It's the only way to explain it. Because of the nuclear bombs that were launched and the wave it caused going all directions and all the realities it could have destroyed. No telling how far this wave goes. Okay? And how many was between here and those two areas, you know? And like I was saying, this is the bad part. So now we have this new way of thinking, right? For people who actually let it completely take their mind, you know? And became, I want to see a new personality flowed out and completely took over. So now, what if, because there has to be more than 50 or 60,000 people. Way more. So what if the dangerous people, it affected them? And they're not going to tell people, the important people aren't going to tell you, well, the memories were changed. They're not going to tell anybody that. So these people here start thinking the same way these people think. Or maybe this one, or this one, you know? It's like with the whole North Korea thing. What if this crap happens again? What if right now we are these right here, but it hasn't happened yet? And the way it looks, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen again. I I believe CERN knows it happened, and they're trying to. I don't think they're trying to reproduce it, but they're hoping to find a way to reproduce it. But they're missing one important ingredient: the nuclear energy striking the Earth a couple times, and they can't reproduce that. And a D-Wave computer is freaking analyzing everything that's happened probably from here to here. It can process it all at once because there's so much information that came through this energy wave to come here to rip in our reality. So much information. All that energy. Freaking, this could be a million realities. It could be the very tip. It could be the middle, if that, if anything. And all of that could be like a million realities. Don't tell us how many realities there are. Yeah, I sound real crazy now. Yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize. This has been driving me crazy for 2 weeks now. How to explain this, and nope. I'm just gonna say it. If one or two people understand that, I'm happy. But all you have to know is the horns with the alarms, the frequency change, time it got here. The chemtrails are probably the path of the missiles. In the video, if you look on unexplained explosion sounds on YouTube, I think I saw 3 or 4 videos on it, and it was just weird as hell. And they actually said they called the cops, and the cops been out there looking for a place where the explosions happened, and they couldn't find anything. And it's the kind of explosions that rocks the foundations of houses. There's 3 right there that say that they screwed up, and we're paying for it. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry this video's long. I think I finally got off my chest. But this is the only thing that explains how we got these memories. If this sounds right, give me your explanation. I will look at it. You can tear mine apart if you want. I don't mind. It's the best way to find stuff out is tearing stuff apart. Man. That looks like a mess. Crap. I hope I explained it good enough. I mean, just for... Oh, my God. I'm waiting for the next dots to pop up. I haven't seen any dots popping up yet. The skies have actually cleared since I came up with this thought of this. The clouds haven't actually been cleared around here. I mean, there hasn't been a cloud in the sky in 4 or 5 days since I came up with this thought that what the horns meant, what the chemtrails could have been, or the whole explosion sounds and nothing happening. So I'm just waiting for the next dots to pop up. Hopefully they pop up soon. So I'll find something else. Alright. I shall go and leave you guys alone. Appreciate you watching this. Y'all take care. You see any more chemtrails, try to follow them somehow. Think about the horns and the frequency change, and watch those videos about the explosions. Alright, y'all. I shall leave you all, and y'all take care and have fun. Talk to you later.